Hello, my name is Harry Hawk. I am a marketer. I'm also a podcaster, and I want to talk to you about a post that I've created for my podcast. I have created it in WordPress, and that's what you're looking at right now. I have made an AMP version of this, which I won't be discussing in this video, and I've made a Facebook instant article version, which I am going to talk about in great depth, and I have promoted that post, particularly the Facebook instant article version, although I am in general promoting both the mobile and the non-mobile usage. I am aiming this video at explaining a little bit about how Facebook works. I'm trying to highlight what I think are very successful results, and in particular highlight that there are lots of targeting capabilities with Facebook. It's not always going to work, but they really do work when you have content that is really appropriate for the audience. And that's what I really want you to think about. This is a story about Judith. She was a very young girl who escaped from the great Hartford Circus Fire. If you don't know the story, basically to make the tents waterproof, they soak them in wax or kerosene, those sorts of products. The tent caught on fire. Lots of people, unfortunately, did not make it, plus a lot of the animals were killed. It was very tragic and led to a lot of fire safety regulation. Sorry about that. And so now this is the post within my Pages Manager. I'm in through the business.facebook.com. And so here is the post, and here is the result so far. Now today is the 14th. It's in the early evening here in New York, and this has been running since the 9th. And you can see that the post has a couple hundred organic reach and just about double that in paid reach. Now, this particular fan page that I run for the podcast only has about 500 likes on it. And we have had some engagement. As you can see, a few people have interacted with it, but that is not the main goal. I have invested a total of $14 in this effort, and as we'll see in a minute, only about $5 or so of that has spent. Now, this is the ad level detail for the campaign. We can see that it's active. We can see how many times it's been shown, how many impressions, and we're paying a $9 CPM, $9 per thousand, which may seem to be rather expensive. I think it's actually pretty affordable these days. You can see that it's working out fairly well. I'm paying essentially 10 cents a click, and I've had 20 post engagements. I've had 54 clicks, so essentially I spent $5.40 on this. That's what the math is saying. I have a click-through rate of almost 10%, which for me, I really don't focus on the click-through rate. I'm happy that it's there. That is obviously my objective, is to get people to the article. But what I'm really super happy about is this relevance score. This tells me that the audience that I am putting this in front of find it relevant. And that drives a lot of efficiency with the algorithm. The algorithm does not want to show content to someone if it knows they're not going to like it. Facebook wants to give people things that they will like. I think we all do. There's some other metrics here, so you can see the actual cost is $5.20. And we can see, again, I created it on the 9th, and I have not edited it since then. And now I want to show you actually how I set this up. So Again, as I've told you, I've allocated $14. Notice here it's saying $5.24. So numbers in Facebook all come from different sources. They're pulled at different times. This page may have loaded slightly different. The math may be calculated different and so forth. But basically, I am running this ad from noon on the 9th until 1 p.m. on the 23rd. And I've created an audience that I call Fire Safety. I'm aiming it at people, male or female, 28 to 65 plus, and people who match an interest in fire engineering or a job title of deputy fire chief, fire captain, or fire chief. And there's plenty of other folks that I want to try after this ad has run, people who are firemen and other types of engineers and people generally interested in. But I wanted to pick a very, very narrow group that I thought that this particular incident would resonate with, either because of their age, because they had heard of this or had studied it in school, and because of the particularly, well-known nature of this event. And so I'm targeting all devices. I had been tempted to target mobile only, but it's one of the things that I really like about the way that Facebook does this. If somebody has a desktop device, they're going to go and they click, they'll go straight to my blog on my server. But if they're on a mobile device, they will get the instant article version. And so you can see I am in the Facebook feed and the Instagram feed. And I'm letting the system optimize it. I'm basing this on impressions, and I've elected for a standard delivery. In other words, it's not accelerated. I have a potential reach of about 8,400 people, and I'm hoping later to show this to a broader audience, but that is essentially all that I have. I am just very proud of this, and I hope this helps explain a little bit about what can be achieved. As you can see, as the paid reach has gone up, so has the organic reach. And again, only spending $5 to get essentially 50 clicks, which I'm very happy with. I hope everybody has a great week. Bye-bye.